So we will do that. If you're not familiar with what the Student Showcase is, it's basically where I review playing from student submissions that I get throughout the month. And it's just kind of like a way for you to get feedback personally from me. If you're ever interested in attending the Student Showcase or being featured in it, all you got to do is email me a recording of your playing. Tim at lessonsontheweb.com is always good. Or another one, probably even better, would be to message the Piano Lessons on the Web Facebook page. So that's how you enter. I just want to give a couple of minutes here to start everything up. Make sure everything is working properly. It looks like it is so far. Because as you can imagine, if it's not working right, big problems. Okay, it looks like we're good to go today. So what I want to do, let me start up the Facebook stream. Hello to everybody in attendance. Feel free to say hello. And I'll give the Facebook stream started. It should take about 15 seconds or so. And then we're going to get right on into it. So just give me a couple of seconds here. Hello, hello, hello. Your piano teacher Tim here from Piano Lessons on the Web. Welcome out to our classroom. Today is the 6th student showcase where I will be reviewing playing from students like you. So how the student showcase works is I get submissions throughout the month, and then at the end of the month during the student showcase I review them. It's kind of a way for students to get feedback from me all live here together. Hey, we got Marcel here today. Everybody welcome out Marcel. And let me just get my notes up with our submissions, and then we're going to rock right on into it. Although there's one more thing I want to mention before we begin really quick, just because it's something that only lasts a certain amount of time. So if you're a big fan of my YouTube channel and my lessons, you're really going to like the courses I have over on my website, pianolessonsontheweb.com. And this isn't working, so give me a second. This is why it's always good to test things out before we begin. But it should be easy. There we go. That's why it wasn't changing earlier. But anyway, if you're a big fan of the YouTube channel, you're really going to like the courses over on my website, pianolessonsontheweb.com. And right now I really wanted to mention it right here at the beginning of the stream because the Black Friday sale is going on right now, and it's December 3rd. So go to pianolessonsontheweb.com. Check it out, see how my courses can help you. I'm going to talk about this after the student showcase, but I wanted to make sure that I got it out front and make sure that you know about it. So, all right, here we go. And then now we're going to get right on into it, as promised. Okay, the first submission is by Greg Wiles from Don't Know Why. I'm not exactly familiar with this piece, but let me get it up and running here. So here's Greg. Let me get. That's me. Quiet me. Okay. Now we're ready to go. All right. All right. Now we're ready. Okay, I just noticed something odd. Not about your playing necessarily. Stop. No.
It's the perfect time of year.
Okay, that's good enough. All right. Sorry, I didn't know how to stop the from it to playing the next one. Anyway, great playing by Greg. One thing I found that was odd though was, do I have the orientation right? Yeah, you hit some of the notes with your left hand, but they were higher up than the notes with your right hand. Am I right about that? Or are you using some sort of keyboard wizardry here, Greg? Anyway, that's the one thing that just kind of stood out to me. It was a little bit unusual. But so great playing overall. I really like what you did. I don't think there's really a whole lot of missed notes in there. I don't have the sheet music. I don't think you sent it to me. Maybe you did. I looked at the email this morning, but I don't think I saw it. In the future, you can send that to me. I might have like a little bit more to say about sections. But overall, I felt like it was pretty well put together. I felt like everything ran pretty smoothly. I didn't feel like there were really any areas where it slowed down and got really sluggish. So you did a pretty good job overall of kind of getting everything to the same level. So you've probably been starting from the middle of the piece, the end of the piece when you practice, or you're just a wizard at it. So I'm not sure. Anyway, what else was I gonna say about it? At the end of your phrases, again, if I had the music in front of me, I could show you. But at the end of each phrase, I feel like you should decrescendo just a little bit more because that's like the completion of an idea. So it's like da 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 da. Just like a little bit of a decrescendo there at the end of your phrases. Your sections were good and varied. Like each one, I could tell like had a different kind of dynamic to it. So probably whatever is on your sheet, you're implementing that well. I thought that was really good. Just work on maybe getting your phrases shaped a little bit more, like trailing off at the end just a little bit. And although I do feel like your volume coming into the phrase is always pretty strong, which is good. Yeah, I don't have a lot to say about it, but that's a good thing a lot of times. What I recommend you do, I did feel like the balance was a little bit off. But it could honestly be where your phone is or whatever you're recording with. I assume your phone, in relation to where the sound is coming out on the piano. Because if you have it by the one speaker, I'm obviously going to hear other things, especially if it's a stereo kind of setup, which I think most keyboards are when it comes out of the keyboard. So I really can't comment too much on that. Just make sure that your melodies are I feel like your melodies are pretty strong. I would actually work on dialing back the harmonies and everything else in a lot of spots, and that's just going to take some really careful, like practice of each section over and over again to really try to balance it out a little bit more. Like I said, I could hear the melodies come out really well, but I felt like also maybe a lot of the notes in between were also a little bit strong to me, so it didn't stand out as much as it could have. Like I said, I think the volume's good on the melody. It's everything else I think that needs to come down. So feel free to resubmit that one to me for next month, Greg, or if you want to submit a totally new one, totally fine. But thank you so much for your submission. Keep working hard. You're sounding pretty good. I would like, if possible, to hear something, a different style from you next time, maybe. Or this one again would be fine. But think about it. Think about maybe something like classical for next time. It's been a while since I've done a student showcase, so I'm pretty sure you submitted in the past, but I don't remember. I'd have to go back and look at our communications and check it out. But thank you so much, Greg. And then we have 2 submissions from Zeynep. Normally, I only allow 1 submission per student, but because we didn't have a lot of submissions, this is their first student showcase back in many months. I'm going to do 2 for Zeynep here, and especially since the real reason is because I forgot quite a while ago. Greg has communicated with me here. Recorded weird because I used my cell phone backwards. Okay, that could be it. Yeah, sent the sheet music. Okay, so you did send it. It was my fault. You're very welcome, Greg. But yeah, at the end of each of those phrases, you can pick out the phrases wherever the slur lines are. Okay. Good. So Greg will work on something classical. Was that a Nora Jones tune? I'm really not sure. It sounded familiar to me though, when I listened to the recording and when I played it just now. Let's see. Piano progress. I think it was the mirror effect. I'm not sure. Okay. Just making sure I didn't lose anybody. Hey, Rich is here. Rich, it's been a while. How you doing, man? Good to have you with us. You're welcome, everybody else. Okay, guys. I'm going to move on to Zeynep's now. We got Greg. You know, we've listened to Greg now. My stomach is making weird noises. I don't know if I'm, like, getting sick or what's going on. Yesterday, or the day before, I was sneezing, like, a ton. And I have allergies, but it was unusual. And now my stomach's kind of weird. Could have been from yesterday. Anyway, let's get back on the topic here and get the Zeynep here. Yeah, man. My stomach's making all kinds of weird stuff. Weird noises. All right, this is Moonlight Sonata. I think a lot of us know this one, but let me get it up on the screen for everybody. That's like one of the hardest parts in the whole piece. There you go. Good. There you go. Okay, very good. I rather enjoyed it. I do have a lot to say about it, which is good. Okay, so almost the opposite of Greg, where I felt like your balance between hands was generally pretty good. Your dynamics were also very good. The thing with this one, though, was obviously this is kind of a longer piece. So what happens is obviously the middle parts, the beginning's the best, middle's not quite as good, and then the ending probably needs the most work of all. So what I recommend you start doing is, Zeynep, is working like don't play the piece all in order. What I would do is I would start actually looking for the hardest parts within the piece, maybe like starring them or something. Maybe it'll be a whole page, right? And then what you want to do is you want to start out your practice session practicing those areas. Don't start from the beginning all the time because your beginning's already pretty good. Very few mistakes in the beginning. Didn't really start having any trouble until you start putting like the octaves in, things like that, which I have more to say about. Let me bring up the sheet music for this because I believe I do have it handy somewhere. So here it is. I think I have it already. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Okay. Again, beginning's really good. You still want to practice the beginning, but maybe not as much. And don't start from the beginning all the time. This section right here at the top of the page is 2 measures in. Whoops. Right there is, I believe that was a little bit of a trouble area for you. So from there on, so I would start actually from, maybe play page 2 twice, then play page 3 twice. Oh, and then that's the final page. That's right. Or is that 4? Really? It's 3 pages? Hold on. What happened here? First page disappeared. All right, there's page 1, 2. I thought it was 4 for some reason. 3. Okay. Apparently maybe this version is only 3, or maybe oh, yeah, I swear it's 4. Anyway, the important part is I would actually start from the more difficult sections in just the beginning. I did have something to say about. Let me see if it's right here. Oh, it's been a while since I played this one. Okay, I think I got it. So we are the top line that's showing right here. One measure in, the second measure of that line, where you have the octave being held. Let me see if I can show both to you. Okay, yeah. So you have that octave being held with the B in your left hand, and then your right hand playing this. Make sure you get the crescendo decrescendo there in the middle of that measure. That's going to make all the difference in the world, especially getting softer at the end of that measure there, the measure that goes like this. Louder, softer, and then begin that next phrase soft. It's going to make all the difference in the world. Right now, just a little bit flat, I feel like, in those places. I feel like just that little touch. It's really anywhere that happens. So obviously there's one there. You just look for, hopefully it's written out in your version. If not, it's whenever you have the octave held over and then you have the octaves being played with your left hand. So any spot like that. Oh, I did have another one. And of course, it is like the hardest part of the piece. Make sure you can see this. So this line here, let me kind of play it once or twice. Okay, so this line right here, yeah, you can see it. Play it in, so it's written in 3/8 notes, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. What a lot of students tend to do is they'll play it in twos unknowingly. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now what's the difference? Because I still wound up on the right note. It still sounded okay. Well, the difference is the accents, right? So on each of these beginning groups of 3, you're going to have a slight accent on it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And that'll help drive the piece forward the way it was intended. Because if you do 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, you'll have the accents in the wrong place because you're putting the accent on 1 when you have 2, so that shifts everything over. So make sure you're counting that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The slight accent on each one of those groups. And then this section in general, I would work on this section, maybe the 2 lines here, this line and the next one, and I would play those over and over and over again. That section gets literally everybody for the longest time. The hardest part, the hardest section of the entire piece, in my opinion, and I even said it when you got pretty close to it, is it's on the, well, at least in my version, or the version I have here. I have another version in one of my books, but on line 2 here, right where you have this part, I mean, coming in from the measure before you have that held octave C sharp, you have this kind of thing again. Same as before, getting louder and then softer. Where is the spot? That actually wasn't it. Oh, it was a line above. I goofed. Sorry. It's actually this line. So this line 3 measures over. So no, that's not it either. I mean, that does get everybody. Where is it? It's the one where it changes a lot. I know that really that really breaks it down. Why can't I find it? I feel like it's one of those things. Yeah, this version is definitely different than the version I'm used to. Anyway, what I'm trying to get to, I'm not going to spend too much time trying to find this one measure. Any of the difficult sections, make sure you star. Maybe break it down by line, practice each line like a few times through, rather than playing through the whole piece all together. Look out for the spots where you have the crescendos and decrescendos. Maybe get off on the decrescendos a little bit more. Let off the notes a little bit more. I think that'll add a nice touch. And then just work out your treble sections, and I think that'll make everything a whole lot smoother. So thank you so much for your submission, Zeynep. You do have another one here. Let me kind of check in with the chat wherever I put it. There it is. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart has complimented me. I assume you're the real deal here at Mozart. He says, Tim, your sight reading is amazing. Well, thank you. It's actually not sight reading, though. I have played this piece quite a while ago. So as much as I'd like to take credit for that, I can't, unfortunately. Okay. Such a long piece, and she played every measure flawless. Well, I don't know about flawless, but she did a great job for sure. I really was pretty impressed. This piece, especially the Moonlight Sonata, this movement, is really hard to play it without any mistakes from beginning to end, just because of the length of it and the way the patterns change so much. It's very easy to get thrown off playing this one. All right, let's do another one. But yeah, definitely good playing so far. Everything is sounding great. Okay. Let's get this one. So this is also by Zeynep. Let me just get it up here for us. Okay. Here, she's ready. Okay. By the way, this is Chasm 2019. Very nice. Very nice. Stop. Here we go. All right. Very, very good. I thought that was amazing. And I figured it out, why it looks so strange. On the video, let me bring it up actually real quick. On the video, if you check it out, This is totally irrelevant to everything, but it's something I noticed. I was looking at the sheet music, right? And if you know something odd about it is the notes are all written backwards. Like you got the treble clef and the bass clef on the right side of the page, and it goes the other way. Same thing with the words at the top. And I figured out like right away as soon as I saw that. I was like, oh, it's the video is mirrored, and that's why the high notes sound low and the low notes sound high. That's really interesting. Not sure how you pulled that off, Zeynep, but you got me on that one. But I thought it was really good. This piece I'm not as familiar with. I thought it was really well put together, though. Very few mistakes in it. I felt, especially with some of the faster parts in your right hand, if I believe that's correct, because I had them switched in my head the whole time. I felt like those were really well put together. I'm not sure if you've been spending more time on this one than the Moonlight or not, but I felt like all in all it was like really just well put together. Trying to think if I have really much to say about it, because it was so good. I did have something. Let me think here. Yeah. I want to listen to just like a section of it again. That's what it is. I figured it out already. So there's several contrasting sections in this piece where the sound like totally changes. I'm not sure you're familiar with how to pick out different sections of music, Zeynep, but basically music comes in repeated patterns, as I'm sure you've seen. So in each kind of section has its own kind of feel. But and you're familiar with this piece already. So what I would like to hear is maybe more of like a slight break in the sound. Maybe lift up off your pedal when you're entering a new, like right before you enter into a new section of the piece. Just have that little bit of a break there. So there's a little bit, they're just slightly jarring in certain places where it would change, tempo and the whole sound of the piece would change. And I understand that's how it was written, but just add in like a little break in there, and then that will kind of cleanse the palate, so to speak. So yeah, if I had the music in front of me, I could probably point out exactly where, but I do not. And maybe you did send it over, but I goofed today. My mind's all over the place today, I think, because Thanksgiving yesterday. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'm getting sick or what. I mean, I feel pretty good, but I'm just kind of like low energy the last few days or so, last week or so. Could be that it's also getting colder and darker. Anyway, let us see what you guys have to say about it. Yeah, the bass notes sound higher because the video is flipped, mirrored. Near perfect timing since Fuddy Duddy. I thought this was really good. These women are showing us that they can multitask because guys don't stand a chance. I agree. In a lot of cases, men are terrible at balancing multiple things at once. But certainly another great piece by Zeynep. Pretty impressed with your playing, Zeynep. Sounded good. Sounded like you're making some good progress for sure. And it looks like a lot of other people here in the chat agree. Sean says, I'm glad to make it to the lesson after a while, but glad to have you here. I haven't been able to at social media because of work, I guess, and piano practice. Well, that's not so bad. Could be worse things you could be doing. GB says, great job. I agree. Beautiful, says Sarah. I agree. So, yeah. What I want to say is if you want to submit for the next student showcase, make sure you email me, tim@lessonsontheweb.com. Or even better, I think, just to message the Facebook page, Piano Lessons on the Web. And I will gather your submissions and then review them during the next student showcase, which will take place, well, a holiday, right? I'll try to fit in one around the holiday, maybe between Christmas and New Year's. That would make sense. So yeah, at the end of December, I'll do another one, and I'll schedule that out and let you guys know ahead of time. Okay, so what I want to spend a few minutes talking about right now, which I mentioned in the very beginning of the live stream, is right now there is a Black Friday sale going on for the courses over on my website. Now, why do I want you to know that? Well, because you can learn a lot more about, not just piano, but music theory, improvisation, rhythm, ear training, and pretty much anything else I found you would need to become a well-rounded musician. I cover, the courses will cover more topics than I've covered on the YouTube channel. And then any of the stuff that I have covered on the YouTube channel, it covers in a lot more detail, especially since with the courses you not only get instructional videos, but you get notes to go along with it. You get worksheets, real sheet music to play, and a lot of other things. So, well, that's basically it. But like, it's a very encompassing. It's like a course you would take, like a college course or something like that online, where you're not just getting access to videos, but you're also getting access to other content that will help make sure that you have a really iron grip on all the topics that you need to know. Because if you know anything about music, sure, you can learn one thing and move on, learn one thing and move on. But because music is such a thing where you have to put it all into practice, it's so important that you have that opportunity to practice and master each of the subjects as well. And that will help you much more in the long run. Oops, that's not the right one. There's the right page. And you can contact with me with any questions you may have. You can learn at your own pace, of course, because the course, your access to the courses does not expire, so you don't have to worry about getting them done in a month or whatever you may planned out. And you know, you can take your courses on your favorite device. If you ever have any trouble again getting access, you know, on your favorite device, let me know. I've been able to solve everybody's problem so far without exception, but there's always some weird computer stuff. Not always, but you know, somebody always has something going on, and I'm more than happy to help you, is what I'm trying to get out there. All right, so we got, you know, and you can check out what the free song practice gallery is. It's just something a little bit extra there. It's not like a main feature of all the courses, but it's definitely something a lot of students do enjoy. So you can get courses individually if you want by going to the Buy Courses page, or what I recommend is picking up a course pack, because not only are you going to get more courses for less, they're also organized in a way that makes sense depending on where you may be. And of course, a lot of students, and yourself included, you may have questions about where you begin. So if you are just starting out, you just found out about me, or you kind of need to start over from the beginning and learn all the basics from the ground up, the beginner's pack is definitely what you want to check out first. On sale now for $39.99. Normally courses are $29.99 a piece, so quite a deal on this one, even when it's not on sale. The pack has 4 courses: Introduction to Piano Music, Learn to Read Music, Playing the Piano 1, and Music Theory Level 1. If you want to learn more about each of these courses, you just click on it. It takes you to the course description page. Obviously, once you enroll in the course, you can enter there. But on the course description page, you get a description of what the course is about, obviously. But you also find out what you're going to be able to do at the end of the course, what you need to know ahead of time, the pieces that you're going to learn, and generally how long it's going to take you to finish the course. This depends quite wildly, varies quite wildly depending on what type of learner you are. As you can see here, I have something for fast learners, 3 to 6 weeks. And then for slower, moderate learners, 12 to 18 weeks. It's better to take your time, especially if you're not doing this pack as a review. You're doing it like just learning it for the first time. So take your time. If you've learned the stuff before, you might want to go on the fast track there, what I recommend. Okay, and then you can go back to the course pack here. You can read about any of the other courses you're interested in. Another thing I want to mention is satisfaction guarantee. So there's a 30-day money back guarantee. So if you're not satisfied for whatever reason, or you decide maybe it's a bad time for you, or something happens in that 30 days, just email me and I'd be more than happy to help you out. Email me at tim@lessonsontheweb, by the way, or probably even better, use the contact me form right there. And if I don't get back to you, please email me again, because lost emails occur on a very rare occasion, but they do occur, and I would never purposely ignore anybody. So let's go back here. The intermediate and advanced packs are a bit more money, but they do include 9 courses apiece. Works the same way, where if you want to see what a certain course includes, you click on it, you take a look at the Buy Courses page here, or the course description page, see what the course is all about. Okay, and then same thing with the advanced pack. And the best deal on the whole website is the all courses existing and new. So any of the new courses I will put out, you'll get access to those as well. I am working on one right now. So that hopefully will be out. So I'm going to try to get that out by the end of the year, but we'll see with all the holiday stuff. So you can, obviously click on any course you're interested in finding out more about. But yeah, you'll get access to everything. Now on sale, what is that? $30 off, I believe. Yeah, right now. One thing I want to mention as a thank you for coming by today and paying attention this long is that during checkout, let me show you. So I'm going to add this to my cart. Boom, up here it says cart here. You click checkout, just like pretty much any other website ever. And then you click add coupon code, and what you do is you type in YouTube. You don't need any spaces or capitals or anything. Yeah, click apply. And oh, hey, yeah, get another discount here. That's another 15% off the discounted price. So you can really pick it up. Now is by far the best time in the whole year to pick up the all course access, or really any of them, because there's a holiday sale coming later, but around the new year, but it is not this good. So check that out. Ends December 3rd. So don't sleep on it. If you're anything like me, you'll be like, oh, I'll sign up in a couple of days, and then December 3rd will pass you by, and then you'll be kicking yourself. And I don't want you kicking yourself. So go to pianolessonsontheweb.com. Really check it out. I definitely wanted to make sure I got the promo in because this is a limited time thing, and I do want you to grab a hold of it. All right, everybody. Sean says, I want to play the third movement, working on it. Great. Wish I could film it, and send it here. Well, you could, couldn't you? Well, maybe you don't have the setup to do that. This is a great course, says Sean. Thank you so much, Sean. We've got, how long? Okay, GBS, how long? Okay, this was for Zeynep. How long did you practice for the Moonlight Sonata? And what's your total experience? So me, personally, I played Moonlight Sonata for, I learned for a few months back in high school, early college. I think in high school. And it took me several months to learn just that movement back then. And I had been playing for, I don't know, like 10 years at the time. Yeah, about, maybe 12 years at the time. Slow Motion says, thank you for your ongoing free tutorial lessons. You're welcome. My question is, how much time does it take to become intermediate level in piano? That I can't really answer that, unfortunately, because that really depends on you. You could get there in a few months, maybe like 4 months, or you could get there in 4 years. Like, I really wish I had a better answer for you. One thing I want to always say is students should go at their own pace, so never tie yourself to an idea of, I got to get there in this amount of time. It is good to have goals and reach towards those goals, but just understand that everybody's a little bit different. Zeynep says, thank you very much, Tim, and everybody for your comments. You're very welcome. I wonder why the video is mirrored. I'm not sure how that happened, Zeynep, but who knows? That's okay. I still got the idea. Yeah, everybody. So thanks for the student submissions today. I really appreciate it because we didn't really have that many leading into like 2 days ago, maybe 3 days ago. And then I got the email from Greg. Zeynep got back in touch with me, which I'm happy about because I know the last time we had a student showcase, I did forget your stuff. So I'm really sorry about that. All right, guys. Yeah, so submit any submissions to me throughout the month, tim@lessonsontheweb.com for if you want to be in the student showcase, or send them to me through Facebook at Piano Lessons on the Web. And yeah, check out my website, pianolessonsontheweb.com. Remember, code YouTube for an additional 15% off. Right now is the Black Friday sale. You can get an even better discount, the best of all time. We got, let's see what Greg says here. Greg says, thank you for all your hard work on this channel, Tim. Your courses are great. Thank you so much, Greg. You're very, very welcome. Oh, by the way, I want to talk about something real quick before we go here and conclude. Changes coming to the channel in next year. So what I'm kind of thinking is I've been doing a lot of the same content, and while the content itself has gotten better and better and better and better, and the videos are performing pretty well, and the channel's growing pretty well, I find creatively, anyway, creatively, I don't know why that was so hard to get out. That I don't know. I just feel like things have stagnated in that one regard. That I'm just kind of like, I mean, I'm putting out new lessons, but at the end of the day, they're lessons, and I think I can make the channel more than what it is right now. Marcel, I don't. When did you send it to me? Maybe I haven't seen it. I apologize. I don't know if I can review it though because we're down to the last 10 minutes. But anyway, so yeah, I'm going to be changing some things with the channel. Probably going to be changing how the live streams work. I mean, I think I'm going to stick with the time and everything, but you'll see. So just look forward to that. Not going to get into that too much today. Marcel. Waiting on Marcel. Greg says, I think my video is mirrored because I may have the cell phone upside down. Maybe that's what it was with Zeynep as well. On Monday. Did you email it to me? Did I respond? Oh, yeah, by the way. When you submit your submissions to me, please write, and maybe you did, and maybe I just missed it anyway. Please write Student Showcase in the description line. Please do that. That'll make it a lot easier. Yeah, Marcel. Let me take a look. If it's if I can find it real fast, I'll do it. If not, unfortunately, I'll let you double up next time. If that's the case. Okay, just making sure I'm not like showing my email to everybody. All right. And I'll look for you right here, Marcel. Let's see. Yeah, the last email I got from you, Marcel, from according to my email, was on June 30th. I got your student showcase submission then, but I did not get any more unless for some reason it's not coming through as the same email. But let me see what you said. Email. Yeah, I don't think I got it, unfortunately. So I think what I'm going to do, and is it from your usual email? Yeah, it comes through as Marcel F, right? Well, I typed in Marcel. Yeah. All right, let me do like another quick look here in case I probably did forget it here. Yeah, here's the only email I have from Monday from that sort of thing. That's like a email coming in would be from Carrie, and then the rest was probably like a lot of advertisements and stuff. Yeah, I don't see it here, Marcel. I would say I apologize, but I can't. I don't know what happened to my email. All right. So here I can send you. Yes, do it. Please send me the YouTube link. If you send it to me soon, I'll take a look for you. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe sending them through the Facebook page would be better. I guess. Yeah, I don't know. That kind of disturbs me though that I didn't get it. And then I wonder like, what other emails didn't I get? Oh, Zeynep says I practiced Moonlight for a year. Well, that's why it was so good. All right, let's see here. Just waiting on Marcel here to get me a link. Just send it in the chat if you want. Do 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 do. All right, I guess while that's getting taken care of, let me check it out. Yeah, if you guys send me an email, of like the student showcase or anything for that matter, and I don't get back to you, please email me again. Or for some reason, like say maybe something was typed wrong, try to contact me through the contact me page on the website. That's probably the best way to do it. Because for some reason, see, if you use the contact me form through the website, it sends it through a messaging system that's already approved on my email. Whereas for some reason, it's like weird. It only happens on a really rare occasion. But if you send it from like another email, for some reason, it will get blocked from me receiving it. So I'm not sure. I've contacted the host about that. Anyway. Okay, where you at, Marcel? Here it is. All right, where is it? I see an emoji. See an emoji. Oh, dope. Somebody signed up for the all course access. Thank you so much. Appreciated that. Okay, and I'll fulfill your thing as soon as we're done. Okay, Marcel, where is it? It just says smiley face. There's frustration from time to time you must face it. I agree. And also patience. I do need that. All right, Marcel, are you trolling me or what? Well, guys, I don't know. I'm just gonna play some piano. How about that? Marcel, where is it? You got a minute. Is it not letting you post it? What's going on? Sorry for being impatient, but like, what the heck, man? All right. If Marcel's trolling, I'm not. Oh my god. I don't want to do anything mean in front of everybody, but if you're trolling, Marcel, if you're trolling, dude. Sorry, it does not go through. Okay, good. I was gonna say, if you're trolling, I'm gonna slap you through the computer somehow. But it does not go through. I kind of figured that might be the case, but thanks for the update. Do this. Sorry, Marcel, for giving you a hard time if you're indeed trying to get it through. Facebook. Do you have Facebook? Yeah, type maybe without the HTTP. Yeah, I don't know. So what I'm going to do, because we're out of time, and I don't really have time to go over it anyway today, is here are your options. You can either double up for the next student showcase, email me, tim@lessonsontheweb.com, or maybe send it through something different. But I did get your one from June. That's the weird thing. So I really don't know what happened. I do have another idea of what may have happened to it. But anyway, here's your options. You can double up with the student showcase for next time, or you can. Yeah, that's what we'll just have to do, Marcel. I'm really sorry. Don't know what to do here, but we're on the last minute. But anyway, see ya. All right, guys. Thanks for coming out today. Remember to go to pianolessonsontheweb.com. Check me out. Man, my brain does not work today, guys. Kind of tired and a grumpy mood as well. But what are you going to do? Go to pianolessonsontheweb.com. Black Friday sale ends Tuesday. Use code YouTube for an additional 15% off. So thanks, everybody, for coming by today. Have a great one. And I'll see you. Yes, you in the next lesson. Thank you so much. We'll be back on Sunday, guys. So check us out then. Yeah, if anybody ever trolls me like that, you're getting banned. Yeah. I don't think Marcel is trolling me though. It's just I don't know. Anyway, guys, love you. See you on Sunday.